I want you to picture this. You're posting great content, you're showing up daily, you're doing everything that the experts have told you to do, and yet your channel's still flatlining. You get a few likes, a couple of views, and maybe the occasional comment, but nothing sticks. Meanwhile, you see other creators growing quickly, gaining thousands of followers overnight, landing opportunities, and you're left thinking, what am I doing wrong? The problem here is that you are too broad. And broad content, especially right now, it's a graveyard. In this video, I'm going to take you from broad to niche, giving you helpful tips and tricks along the way to help your content get better results and grow faster. So, let's dive in. The problem with broad content. A few years ago, being broad actually worked. The platforms were fresh and there weren't as many creators competing for attention as there are today. You could post about a variety of different things, marketing one day, mindset the next, personal vlogs on the weekend, and you could still grow relatively quickly. But now, the landscape has dramatically changed. Today, you're up against millions of other creators all trying to get the same limited number of consumers engaged with their content. And if your content is too vague, too scattered, or trying to appeal to everybody, you'll likely disappear into the noise. Now, I want you to think of it like this. Imagine you're walking into a bookshop looking for a fitness book and you see two options. The first book says how to get healthy, and you turn to your left, and the other book says how to build muscle as a 40-year-old beginner with no gym experience. Which one do you pick? Specificity wins every single time. The fear of going niche. The biggest fear that I see from new creators is that they don't want to limit themselves. They think, if I get too specific, I'll miss out on a huge audience. But the reality today is that the more niche you go, the faster you grow. When you get specific, you become the go-to person for that thing, and you start to build a name for yourself in that industry, style of content, or niche. Consider some of the biggest creators on YouTube today. Mr. Beast didn't start as Mr. Beast. He didn't say, I want to make cool videos. He just started out by doing ultra-specific, attention-grabbing challenges that at the time were totally unique and caught people's attention. Counting to 100,000, saying Logan Paul 100,000 times, and watching Jake Paul's It's Every Day, Bro, for 10 hours straight, that was his niche. And then as he grew over time, he then expanded into new consumer markets. Another thriving creator is Ali Abdaal. Now, he didn't just make productivity content, he made doctor productivity content. He was the doctor who talked about studying techniques, productivity, and medical school. And then he branched out into broader personal developments as his personal brand, and YouTube following grew over many years. If they had both started too broad, I'm confident in saying that they wouldn't be where they are today. But this isn't just a YouTube thing. Take Joe Rogan as a really great example here. He didn't just start podcast as a bit of a free-for-all. In the early days, he built an audience around UFC and MMA. And then once his credibility expanded, he then started to interview comedians, scientists, and very controversial figures. Even in business, look at Apple, for example. They started by building computers for hobbyists. They weren't just trying to do everything for everybody. And once they dominated that niche, they expanded into music, phones, AI, and beyond. The pattern is the same everywhere. Niche first and expand later. How to pick a niche that works. So how do you niche down without feeling stuck or backed into a content corner? First, it sounds simple, but start with what you actually enjoy talking about. It's obvious, but a lot of people try and pick a niche based on what they think will perform well, instead of actually caring about what they create. But if you don't enjoy the topic, the chances are you're going to quit. Period. Second, think about who you're actually talking to, because the best niches aren't just topics, they're problems that, as a creator, you can help people solve. Are you helping busy professionals create better content? Are you helping personal trainers market their service? Are you helping small business owners understand branding, for example? Or even something as simple as, are you helping people to overcome the problem of boredom by entertaining them with your videos? Everything the best creator creates solves a problem, and you need to do the same. So remember that the niche that you go into isn't just what you talk about, it's who you serve. And third, you need to lock in and commit. And this is where most people fail. They try a niche for a couple of weeks and don't see instant results, and then they panic, so they switch, and then they switch again, and suddenly their audience has no idea of what they're actually standing for. When you commit to a niche, you start to build trust, and people know exactly why they should follow you. Now, I'm going to use myself as a bit of an example here, but I've been creating videos for around 10 years. It's really only in the last 2 or 3 that I've really grown, especially on my main platform, which is LinkedIn. But on YouTube, my niche is focusing on helping creators right at the start of their journey who want to improve and get better results. The fastest way to grow. Firstly, here's where most people are going wrong. Now, I've seen creators start with huge potential, but their content is all over the place. And one day they're reviewing tech, next they're vlogging, and then they're giving productivity tips. No one knows what to expect, and nobody sticks around. They're playing the short-term game, chasing what feels fun in the moment, while the niche creators are strategically building an audience. With that said, let's get real, okay? Because right now, there are 2 types of creators. One type is the the jack of all trades creators posting content about whatever feels right in the day, chasing trends and trying to appeal to absolutely everybody. The other is the niche expert, the person who goes a mile deep, not a mile wide, the person who becomes known for something specific. Now, I want you to guess which one actually grows faster. If you're struggling to grow, take a hard look at your content. Are you actually being specific? Do people instantly know what you're about when they land on your page, or are you blending in with the noise? Because at the end of the day, the creators that win aren't the ones who post the most, they're the ones who make it impossible for their audience to ignore them, and that starts by owning your niche. So if you're right at the start of your content journey and you're looking to level up amongst other people who are doing the same thing, you might want to check out the Content Club. It's an online community that I built specifically for creators, marketers, and small business owners that want to get better at content. We cover everything from starting a podcast, getting to grips with YouTube, creating TikTok content, and everything in between, all within a 24/7, always-on community feed. What you can do today, though, is actually join the free weekly newsletter that I send out every Tuesday. It gives you free, practical, actionable tips and tricks around how to make better content that helps to promote yourself, build your personal brand, or grow your business, and it's all free on the link below. Every Tuesday, I open up 5 spaces for new members to be able to come and join in the club, and I would love to see you there. But if you don't want to join the newsletter or join a community to help you level up, that's absolutely fine. You can click this video right here completely for free, watch on your own, action it on your own, and get a lot of juicy goodness. Or you can subscribe to the channel, which I'd recommend you do. Join me on the wild ride that is content creation, and I shall see you in the next video. Ciao.